Well, hey everybody, it's Pastor Mark here, and I am just out enjoying this incredible weather. I hope you're enjoying the weather. Listen, we need it. I'm just believing for a great summer. I just love the warm weather. We need it. It's just amazing. And so I hope you're enjoying the weather. I'm just here in Hamilton looking over the city. Just amazing view. And so today we are doing our 20 days of gratitude. Today we are on day 10, and I'm so thankful I get to share this verse with you. It's Paul. Now we know Paul spent most of his ministry, or a lot of his ministry anyways, in prison. He would often check out the prisons before he'd check out the city because he knew he'd find himself in the prisons at some point. But as Paul is writing to the church, he is letting them know how he has been encouraged. And so I hope these words encourage you today. It's Philippians 4, verse 12. As my pages flop around in the wind, I hope we get through this. It says this: I know what it is to be in need. I know what it is to have plenty. I have learned the secret of being content in any and every situation. Whether well-fed or hungry, whether living with plenty or with want, I can do everything through Him who strengthens me. Now, Paul is writing this, and he's in prison. You need to understand, they didn't treat prisoners the same way as we would understand it in Canada in 2021. Oftentimes prisoners would go without food, and so Paul is actually writing to the church thanking them because they continued to give and financially and give resources to him so that he would be able to eat, that he would be able to be taken care of. And so his needs were taken care of by the church. And so he's writing them to say, thank you for what you have done. And he says to them, I have been moments where I have been hungry, and there's been moments where I have been fed. There has been moments where I've needed, but then there's moments where I've had more than enough. And as Paul is writing, he's saying, but the amazing thing about it is I have lived with such a faithful God who, he says right at the end, I can do anything through Him who gives me strength. This past year, I don't know about you, but if it wasn't for the strength of God, I don't know where I'd be. And so when we're reading through Paul's letters as he's writing from prison, I can stop and thank God. You have given me the strength to walk this journey. So in moments where I've had a lot or moments where I've been in need, God has truly strengthened me and walked me through it. So I want to encourage you today. Look back at those moments that God has strengthened you. Look back at those moments where He has truly blessed you. And that you know that even though there may have been needs, and even though it may not have been perfect in the standards that we have, we know that God was so faithful. I also want to challenge you in another way. If you know somebody that's in need, would you be like the Philippian church who took care of somebody in need? They took care of Paul. So find somebody in need and bless them today. Because we are the church, and I believe that God wants to use us to show the world what it is to walk through a pandemic, rejoicing and have gratitude for the God we serve. God bless you. I hope these are continue to encourage you, and we will see you again soon.